What we have going on with Randolph-Macon, right? Last season, both teams doing very, very well. 6-2 for Randolph-Macon, 6-1 here for SU, 12-2 the game record, 13-5 on the other side for Randolph-Macon. So two teams that had a very, very successful last season trying to keep it going this season.
Yeah, no reason to think that Shenandoah can't, right? This team has only played 3 games and they dropped a smacker of a game against Florida International, but yeah, there's still plenty of room at the top of the standings next to an undefeated Old Dominion, but we can take, a look at this season. Shenandoah 2-1, and Randolph-Macon unfortunately unable to make this. Kip, Igloo, and Willie, the normal guys, but one name is notably missing. We will not see AJ tonight.
Yeah, no AJ tonight means that Far Rhombus is stepping up into that spot, right? A very accomplished player. We saw them last night getting a 12 stock of their own with the Jigglypuff. I believe it was Kip with the other 12 stock yesterday. So definitely has some momentum behind them going into today's matchup here against Randolph-Macon. But very
Misericordia in front of an audience, an in-person audience. 12 stocks taken, only losing 2 along the way, finishing the job all by himself. And then we had the first time around, Kip preceding Far Rhombus doing the same exact thing. Insane stuff from these players as they got a much-needed win.
About there earlier, racking up already 109% on this King K rule to the 54% on up smash. Okay, I did not think
the game. That's exactly what this team needed and what they have come to expect in matchups like these. So Kip taking full control so far. We return back to center stage. Doing a good job of keeping a hold of the bells. That's not enough just yet. King K. Rool is a very heavy character, even though we've seen him die at very early percentages, but the bell catches the neutral getup, and 157% is now wiped off the board, and Kip gets to go rolling into player number 2. Out now 3 times. So clearly 4 times. He's trying to reflect some of these projectiles and turn Kip around and sort of catch him off. You're not going to find Pac-Man in a predictable recovery pattern very often. So now I don't think Dr. Mario has a jump. And now, Kip goes all
combination, but unable to find the full combo connection there, but still able to play this distance. 113% build up onto this Pac-Man thus far. And that's the recovery, not being as good as Mario's. Another clean 3-0 here. The player cams. Kip feeling pretty good about that one.
I don't know what they are either, but it's, electric, ice, and fire. He's very elemental, but not going to matter just yet. Wow. Down smash does come out as Sora just using these key strikes in the air. He does have that counter. That'll be something to keep an eye on, but it does not confirm that time. As now the upset done, but clearly that was high enough.
Only 34% built up on this first stock here for Kip's Pac-Man. 66 and dead. Never mind. A side smash killing from 66 mid-stage. You can see the reaction from Kip. Holy moly, I didn't think that was going to kill the poor guy.
Not
together. Just some nice side air carries here, but a neutral. So I thought that was about to kill. My goodness, bell in hand. That one will.
Glass zones, so 93% now on this Zelda, as they've only been able to get 10% on this pesky little Pac-Man. Nobody can figure it out. Shielded, lots of shields going back and forth, but the apple hits the hydrant. 157%. Zelda caught the apple. The forward tilt from the ledge is able to finish it off. Kip takes 12 stocks straight, doesn't lose a single one on the journey, and SU pulls up 1-0 in this best of 3 series. Right now, yesterday when we saw Far Rhombus go in and with an opportunity to find a 12 stock, I'll come back to that thought in a second. He does find King K. Rool was at, it looked like he was at 98 when he died, and now Far Rhombus wants more. Untouched so far through a stock and a half, and
should have just kept quiet. I think they just said my name back there.
I heard the whole team go, right as he got hit, but he's got another stock in hand, only getting hit by one up tilt along the way, and Far Rhombus is in the driver's seat right now. Look at these guys. They are
We can see the aerial game coming online here for the Sora there, just for the time being. Still around similar percentages, 59.
Oh,
well,
no.
as I say that, I am so sorry that
Morningstar did just that, so another great showing out of Farambis, but the percentage is getting up there. Farambis is running out of room for mistakes, and
Farambis knows better not to attack with that one. Has seen that come out a few times from this Sora, knows the pattern from this player. Another dash. So
Morningstar now with 2 stocks ahead of him and only 1 to work with. In a dangerous spot here, does get caught up being, he can't make it back to the left. Being able to sit back and camp out one of the best campers in the game. As wow, Jigglypuff does make it back from that with an air dodge right at the end, but losing that last one of his own. But Farambis, I'm sure, is just locking his eyes on this 1 stock ahead of him, trying to defend the ledge. It does.
Strong, great shield coming through. Game & Watch trying to find that smash attack, but unable to find the angle to connect on that one as the bomb will. Good for Igloo here, but definitely not one of their favorites coming into this one. We can see this one already looking fairly even. As I say,
not enough to kill Igloo, as he does have good DI to get out of situations like that. Does catch the down smash, and Igloo goes for it all off stage. I turned around right as he hit it, and he had the nastiest smirk on his face. Igloo taking care of business, absolutely, and showing, oh man, that's a...
Built up onto this. Zelda the Nair connecting with that one as well. Going through the Phantom with the spike going off the stage here, but the up air instead.
Nothing to show for it. So another good combo out of Igloo, finding these up smashes, finding the forward airs in neutral, which is something that I know.
Zelda, you have to find something and you have to find it fast. 128 built up on this first stock here for Igloo, but instead the spike will come through. SU with a clean 2-0 against Randolph Make. And what the standings look like for NECC Super Smash Bros.
Yeah, I mean, we just saw Shenandoah University take a commanding win just a little bit ago. So now rocking the 6-0 win record in the NECC bracket. But we can also see that Lebanon is sitting pretty still, 6-0 as well. This will be a battle of titans overall, and it's definitely kind of scary from the outside. But again, Shenandoah is kind of riding that momentum of the last game. I'm kind of hoping that they can bring that forward into this series, and we get to see some true magic from these players. Players who will not have answers to that little pink puffball. And I wouldn't say this is a real factor going into this match. If we do see some level of delay that we saw the last time around, you know, I brought out the whiteboard, I gave the full explanation and all that stuff. It was great. But if we see delay like that, I'm curious if we will see a little bit of what the SU roster has been trying to pick up a little. Still sitting at 130.
Yeah, 130% now built up on this Kirby. Definitely in that kill range, as most characters will be. The key will be thrown and will.
When Kirby has this sort of momentum started, this advantage state, it does look like it's very strong. If Kip can find an opportunity to reverse it, though, not this play style, in getting, like, once they have that initial momentum, they get as much as they can. The forward smash connecting there, just proving the point, but both players. These sorts of situations, they do play a little bit more patient. They play very hard into their shield game, and I think Kip's picking up on that. Notice how we're seeing a lot more grabs this time around. So when Kip drops the bell, immediately goes for the up smash and gets the connect, means that Kip walks away with 1 stock in hand, securing the lead early on for Shenandoah.
Through the shield there, the crown getting tossed out left and right. That bell does connect, but won't be able to find the kill. The edge guard now coming through, the hydrant coming down, won't be able to through from Bread there, able to get back onto that stage. But Kip again racking up so much percentage on this K-roll. Will they be able to find the kill? Yes, the side.
It's an opportunity to send Kip off stage this time around.
Going for that down air as well is Bread, but unable to find the connection. But the down air, I believe, combo that one into the Nair kill, but wasn't able to find that connection. 180% built up on this K-roll. The back air will connect and will be able to. Igloo, our captain of this Smash Bros team, the grab coming through as well. Going for that grab, the up air will connect, but now the go meter up and available. A few more moves.
Sort of dance around these options, not committing to anything too too hard just yet. Instead, looking for a habit to try and take advantage of.
They're trying to find that nair off stage again, but the up get that aerial game going yet again. The back air connecting there from Igloo, going for that forward air as well, but won't be able to connect. The dash attack will be able to seal.
Character that inherently has great comeback potential, so you can't let your foot off the gas. We are seeing Igloo doing a good job of really spacing things out, still giving this Terry player the respect they deserve, but not going for much more, because not much more is needed. Catching the recovery going low, and Terry slowly falling to the blast zone.
On both sides.
Yeah, very good job of stalling, getting back onto the ledge. I do believe because Igloo was running out of invincibility so quickly, it was not easy for Chewy Hobo to get back on there, but Igloo able to find the nair to close out that stock special this time, not feinting it this time around, going for the approach, does get a couple of good hits. Igloo does not have the double jump, does get hit with the nair, which means I don't believe that Dino makes it back. No, fast enough, which means that Far Rhombus will sit back in center stage. Do see a Mecha Koopa online, going for a couple of forward airs, does get hit by an up air and survives. I'm shocked that is liking what I'm seeing from Far Rhombus. Again, still playing it slow. You could try to take the aggressive approach here, but giving Chewy Hobo the respect they deserve is caught on the landing this time around.
Almost notice.
Yeah, we do see two jabs into the grab. Does go for a down throw. It won't take the stock, but does send Far Rhombus off stage. Mecha Koopa is on the stage, which means that up air to get Chewy Hobo to jump on some opportunity there, but instead Chewy Hobo playing it slow. Kazuya clanking with the side special. I've not seen that interaction. Does get the 39%. I will take that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, 39% off of one move is pretty absurd, right? The up special able to find that kill in their favor.
Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Willie. Electrics in neutral. Not going for too much more unless Morton is landing directly onto Kazuya. Does get caught by the great job of really keeping that pressure going. We do see Rage Art is online and may be able to find an opportunity to close things out. Chewy Hobo going for a bit of platform stalling and is called out with the up special. A beautiful call out to make sure that there's no funny business. Shenandoah walking away 1-0.
One through the hydrant, but the down air instead will find its way through to Kirby.
Man, look at how the water builds space. Riku Sakura trying to catch Tip's landing.
Will be able to connect, but unable to find the kill just yet. An apple a day might be able to find the answer, but no, trying to read that roll up and the grab into the heights mark, but now Kip finding the advantage yet again. 121 built up on the second stock of Riku Sakura, 93% built up on the side with the decked 2 stocks to 1 in favor of Riku.
Yeah, we do see the forward tilt connect. Kirby having to jump back onto the stage, feeling the pressure. There is a Pac-Man into the face.
Onto this Kirby, dangerously low in the death percentage. The apple with the water will be able to find the angle. Just like we started series number 1, 3 stocks down on the side of Lebanon Valley and 2 stocks down on the side of SU.
It was dropped? Why was it? The trampoline! That is an insane interaction. I did not know that is how that works. That is crazy stuff.
On this second stock, it could be an exact repeat of what we saw against the K-Rool. We'll have to wait and see if Kip is able to find that angle.
96 unanswered. Does look for the nair off stage. We do see one quick hit, getting a little bit of value. The go is online, but Terry is off stage. It goes for the dash jump. We do see the rising tackle connect. It was a crazy interaction, but 95 in return for a beautiful offstage interaction is nothing to stop. One back air going for the burn knuckle power dunk. One quick nair, the go meter online, going for the forward air, but Terry has to go a little too low. Far Rhombus taking 2 stocks for 1.
Aggressive, not slowing down the pace thus far. Bread trying to get back into the groove of things. The clap goes the wrong direction, but instead it'll be the up air to connect on that one.
Hey, I've been there. I've done that. I get it. It happens. But because of it, going down like dangerous spot with Far Rhombus, not having many jumps, does go for an airstring. K-Rool having to jump high, does go for the double jump, Far Rhombus barely doesn't make it back. allowing K-Rool to go for anything too crazy. Instead, eating a lot of percent. Red off stage, 123, one egg. Igloo wanted it all, and the back air connects, and Bread will secure one stock for Lebanon Valley.
Yeah, Bread indeed able to secure one. Trying to connect on the up airs now is Igloo. The
I mean that Igloo sitting at 75 does go for another egg, finds the Nair. We do see Bread going very deep off stage and has a very playing it slow. K-Rool going for the crown situation again. One Yoshi up air will connect into the forward air, securing a secure lead to keep things going of their own. Igloo holding onto the stock for an incredibly long time.
Yeah, 166% built up. Any combination, any hit will be able to find that stock.
As a crazy Mecha Koopa conversion is going to add even more value, but the power dunk connects and sends Chewy Hobo off stage. Oh! Situations, but does find forward airs, kind of dashing around Chewy Hobo instead of the other way around. 139 online, does get hit by a cannonball and a stray forward.
Through that one with their shield. Willie now finding themselves fighting from behind. Go button activated already on this second stock, and again
close things out, but catching this Bowser Jr. is a tough challenge indeed. Great stuff so far.
Yeah, we see Chewy Hobo able to make it back to stage, but Willie now 81, finding themselves trying to find their way back to the landing zone, back to the stage. Will Willie be able to get there? No, he will not. Ladies and gentlemen, snowball that lead. Does Igloo instead find all of K-Rool's stocks, go into Terry and find all of Terry's stocks, or something like that? I think that first half of this next series is going to be very defining on what happens later on, because we know that these players are capable of finding massive leads and snowballing that. And I think it's going to be up to Kip and Igloo, Farramis, those three players, to find that lead and give Willie a lot to work with. In moment 171 built up, the hydrant connects, but Riku Sakura stays alive. Apple still now in hand for Kip, but unable to connect with that series.
This is how Series 2 went, but it still worked out in Kip's favor, but you have to find your way to close it out. 182 on this Kirby will mean that one good key to the
Sakura's second stock to only 41 on the side of Kip. Bell still in hand, a potential edge guard to come through. The up B, the Bell will connect in.
They don't know what to do. They don't know the approach at this point. They are in that last stock, which means a lot of pressure's on them to really hold on to it. But when you're in that situation, you feel like you can't commit to nearly as much. There's a hydrant in the heavens and an apple going all the way, which means Kip holds on to 2 stocks this time around as we roll into Series 3. As Artemis goes for a power geyser on the fire hydrant and gets a little bit of value, but going for another leaves him in the end lag to eat a back air. As it's paying off dividends for Kip.
Yeah, 85% now built up. It was incredibly Terry favor there for just a moment percentage-wise. The Bell connects the side special.
Let's find one good Bell connect, but Artemis feeling the pressure. Doesn't have go online, but is looking for one final hit. Does go for a quick burn knuckle. It won't connect. The go meter is online, but Terry's off stage, and he double jumped into the orange. Kip got the 3 stock in Series 3.
That is exactly what we were looking for. Kip now making their way back to the stage with side special coming through from Chewy Hobo, trying to do what they did to the Kazuya 2 series ago, but won't be able to.
Apple caught, but even so immediately throws it away, saying, I don't want to deal with this. I got plenty of projectiles of my own, so let's play this game, shall we? Instead, hydrant flying at your face, and it closes out the stock.
The hydrant connects indeed, but the explosion there from Igloo, able to dodge out on the cannonball coming through. The jab almost started there from Chewy Hobo, but well, will be able to connect on that one.
A good amount of percentage lead. Does get a neutral B setup, but has to go a little low. Does eat a Mecha Koopa. Doesn't get hit by the sour spot.
Chewy Hobo now finding themselves with a potential edge guard opportunity. Won't be able to find it. Tries to call out the roll back onto stage, but won't be able to find it. But the up special will actually, it was a mini one. It looked cool. but 160% built up onto Chewy Hobo. Let's see what can happen. Kill button activated, will be used, and see you later.
Catch the up special like last time. Does get hit by a nair, sent down to the ledge as Chewy Hobo tries to get a little bit of that feint game going and is able to find a bit of control and get out of the way.
Trying to go for the electric there, but won't be able to find the connection. The Mecha Koopa will be able to connect. The approach coming through.
The percent is starting to build onto Willie as he looks for these final hits. We do see side special connect into the down B. A up special does connect. Is it enough this time? It is. The B Junes is gone. Electric when Godfist beating out the Nair, and Bread is already at 140 sitting at the ledge.
Yeah, Godfist again connecting the up special.
Not necessarily kill percent. Going for the reflector. I think we saw it there, but it does not connect this time around as K-Roll goes for the panic roll. Immediately gets hit by the kill button, but K-Roll.
One last breath. What can they do? Goes for the spike on the ledge grab. Electric will
no.
connect. Can
Brother.
they keep it going? Yes, they can.
Do it
Gets
again.
in the wrong direction.
Booyah!
The full combination. There's the pop-up. There's the victory. SU stay undefeated, 7-0.
Oh, but that is what decides if you lose that stock there or not. K-Roll had amazing DI.
Yeah.
Like, held on to that stock way longer than they probably should have. And kudos to them. But I'm telling you, small interactions, niche interactions, things that leave you with one stock advantages, things that snowball into leads like we saw in Series 3 are what decide if you go into a series undefeated, and Shenandoah does it. Beautiful.